don't think I could play it again. Sometimes when you're recording, you'll put something on a loop so you can practice over and over and over again. And pretty much what you're hearing today is just practice. Although I really do like this flute as a part of it. And I think I'll work on it some more. Hi, y'all. Another surgery to recover from. I swear. If this was rebuilding the car, I should be able to hit the Autobahn very soon. Well, maybe not. But hopefully not much else can go sideways and everything will work out in the end. I am considerably more tired than I have been in a long time. But I think 4 weeks with a stone that's too big, trying to get it to go down into a bladder where the opening is even smaller, probably constitutes a good reason to be tired, to say the most. And it's been so very hot. Today is 101, and just off the outside of the city we have a 100,000 acre fire going on. So smoke is in the air. I am very fortunate that the smoke is not really bad where I am specifically. And my heart goes out to my neighbors and friends whose livestock and ranches and all are in jeopardy out there in the Red Canyon. The firefighters are doing the very best they can. Imagine fighting a fire and 101 degrees. Wind is like a hairdryer out there on full blast. If you have a moment of prayer, please pray for all those in harm's way. I know there's other fires going on in other places, and I know they're just as bad. I guess this is our fire, you know, Thermopolis fire. We're going to do the very best we can. We're going to try and take care of our folks the very best we can. And your prayers are always, always a good thing. Your thoughts, your love, you know, your feelings about how things are in the world. It helps shape this world. If you feel compassion, our world will become a more compassionate place. It's just there's so many with feelings, not all of them compassion, and it makes it hard for a specific direction for the world to go in. But I'm still trying to figure this out. If I could say anything today, it would be about that silly saying that says, life happens when you're planning other things. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, kinda. If you hear a little noise this time, it's because the air conditioner's on. I've turned it down low, which will make it pretty warm in here pretty quick, but for this few moments to share with you, it's fine. I hope you can hear me pretty good. Do reach out to your neighbors on these very hot days and make sure they're okay. Especially your elderly or your poorer families who may not have that air conditioner or can afford to have that air conditioner that you might enjoy. I would hate for terrible things to happen in the world to make us wake up to caring about each other. I really think we should just care about one another. And love doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be a little thing. There's ways to find out about stuff without putting yourself out there if that's how you choose. And all those little things add up as well. Once again, the surgery, they had to put a little tube down my throat, right? And so it's bothered my vocal cords again. We're still trying to heal from the last tube that they put down there from the other surgery. So, I'll be talking to you kind of like this. I'll probably be singing to you kind of like this too, for a little while. I'm hoping to feel better and continue doing what I'm doing. The ranch is coming around, things are getting cleaned up. It's very, very slow. I am just not the cowgirl I used to be. I am here, but not so much here anymore. So, I rest myself in larger hands. Honestly, there's no choice but to. You come to a point in your life when you can't control everything. Really, you can't anyway. Life's going to happen. You're going to learn. You're going to teach, whether you want to or not. I love you all so very much. I did have 5 minutes of joy today. I did. I got to put up a little pretty thing in my window and watch the sunrise come up through it. Prismed glass, some leaded glass that I'd had for a long time and hadn't done anything with yet. So I put it up in my window so I could see it with the morning sun, and that was really, really nice for me. Horse and mule are doing good. Got cats. Raccoons came through my place last night about midnight. Remember, I had one baby raccoon, and he had left. He had gone. You know, he'd been gone for a couple of weeks. Then he'd come back once in a while, and he'd visit out on the spruce post on the porch. Last night, I learned that he has gone off and found his siblings. And the three of them were like ruffians with all their little squeaks and clicks and growls and running as fast as they can all through the property here, checking out everything, and finally landing in my chick food that I stored outside the door of my camper. Oh, I gave them a bowl of it. Why not? They're going to come back for it anyway. And a little dish of dog food, just to show I'm a good neighbor. And hopefully, they have enough going on out there in the world that they don't have to come back here and, you know, try to get in the house or in the chicken coop or any of the other hundreds of things they can find mischief with. I just don't want them hurt, and I sure don't want to get mad at them. I'll do my very best to live within, you know, parameters of compassion and mindfulness for the creatures that live out here as well. Anyway, that was a lot to say, wasn't it? I didn't think I had it in me. I'm just in recovery, y'all. And it's going to take as long as it takes. And every time I try to push it, I take a step backwards instead of forwards. So I'm trying to find balance. I'm trying to find balance in my diet, how much water I drink, how much sun I'm in, pretty much every single thing. And hopefully, you know, there's that couple that I keep thinking in my mind is out there who wants a little place like this and would love to explore all the possibilities like I've tried to do. There's still so much more to find. And we'll all get together, and then I can move on and start the new chapter of my life, which is probably one of the last chapters, but it's okay. I've had a heck of a life. I really have. Anyway, I love you. And I hope you all are well. I hope you all are caring for one another. I hope you're finding your 5 minutes of joy. I really do. Little hearts, I can still do that. I can still do that. Look, there they are, kind of. I love you guys. Take care. Till next time.